Hello and welcome. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. I'd like to thank our sponsors at Procyon Partners. Procyon, one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. They specialize in employee benefits, wealth management, and retirement planning. President Sean Rabinowitz, proud supporter of our podcast network and everything we do. Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Rennell Jump and UConn legendary men's basketball player Jake Voskuhl. They specialize in tax plans for businesses large or small. They will save you money or get you a big fat return on your taxes. To schedule your free strategic tax planning session today, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Pete Finch and the Finch Law Firm is located in Bridgeport, Connecticut. If you've suffered any type of personal injury, slip and fall, a car accident, your mother-in-law ran you over with her car, your wife got angry one night and decided to stab you, the Finch Firm is for you. Pete has won legal battles all across the state of Connecticut. He will go to war to get every dollar you deserve in compensation. You just have to remember, in a pinch, call Finch or go to his website, thefinchfirm.com. Dynamic Human Performance is owned and operated by UConn legendary running back Andre Dixon. He trains boys and girls of all ages, all sports. He has a boot camp program 7 days a week, 6 a.m. You want to get in shape, you go to Andre. He has an athletic development program where he trains boys and girls in the sport of their choice from the ground up, helps them reach their full potential, be the best they can possibly be. Andre has sent boys and girls to college on scholarship for all different types of sports. To work with the best, he has a 5,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Hartford, Connecticut. Go to www.dynamichumanperformance.com. All right. Let's see if we can get this going. Let's add. All right. For some reason, it's not letting me add the video to the stage. See if you click on it, it'll let you add it to the stage. Okay. All right. Okay. Part of it's there. All right. I apologize. If you get a chance, try emailing it to me and let me see if I can upload it. And then I'll add it to the stage. I am surprised it's not letting me add it. I apologize. So,
see, I got your email open right now. Let me.
Yeah, just see if it lets you add it.
You can still hear me?
Yeah. Just see if it allows you to add it to the.
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, just see if.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
See if it allows you to add it to the stage. I don't know why it won't.
Oh, I Let me see.
If it doesn't, you can just try emailing it to me, and
Okay.
I'll add it. But regardless,
It just says it won't let me add it.
yeah,
It's
that's
there,
fine.
but it won't let me.
Yeah, it won't let me either.
Okay.
Oh, let's see.
Let me email it to you.
No. Oh, okay. All right. I apologize. Well,
Oh, you got it now?
no. Try sending it to me, and I can. I'll see if I can add it, and so I can do it. I apologize. Anyway,
No problem.
this is in
Mhm.
focus, and we have the man himself. He is an accomplished author. He is a public speaker, phenomenal. He is a minister. He is a life insurance mastermind extraordinaire. And he is now a licensed card carrying member who is able to actually pull people's heads out of the sand so they can see reality and open their eyes. The illustrious Rob Hill of R. Hill Enterprises, Inc., CEO. Rob, pleasure to see
All
you,
right,
sir.
brother. A pleasure being seen, sir. No, I sent that already to you.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
I will pull it right up. But I wanted to say that basically right now, in a year of permanent federal income tax or federal estate exemptions, private credit scrutiny at the NAIC, midterm insurance flashpoints, and ongoing debates over who subsidizes whose mortality risk. What does political uncertainty actually mean for the life insurance you already own or the coverage you are considering? We're going deep on the interactions of policy, power, and protection, along with wills and estates, because, as I said, this is in focus with Rob Hill. So that is what we are going to be doing. It's not. All right, maybe it's got to go through. So, Rob.
Yes, sir.
Basically, people have been talking, why politics and life insurance seem to be colliding right now. How would you say the current political environment maybe change the way ordinary families and even business owners think about life insurance as a financial tool, as you say, it's one of the tools, rather than a death benefit?
Well, it can be. It's actually both.
Right,
Okay.
right, exactly.
I mean, people are just sitting around with 15,000 in their account for somebody to be put away to have a home going. And that's the basis for that final expense life insurance. It takes care of those expenses. There are 84 different charges associated with funerals, brother.
84.
84. They don't hit you with every one, but they hit you with as many as they possibly can.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, from even just looking at the body, the dressing the body, the cleaning up the body, all the storage, all this stuff, all these things cost. Okay. And so as far as the politics and life insurance, see, what we got to do is we got to understand what politics is first. Okay. Politics is the science of government. Government has no business in business. Okay. Okay.
Of course.
This is what, see, we got all these bureaucrats sitting around and they're telling you to walk a straight line, but they give you crooked shoes. Okay. I mean, they just sit back and just arbitrarily come up with all these different rules and regulations. And we as insurance agents have to jump through their hoops and all that kind of stuff. When I would submit to you, Steve, that government needs to get out of business. There is what is known as an invisible hand that determines, it's the market. It'll determine whether or not your business is going to be viable or whether you're going to fold. Okay.
Exactly.
It'll do that. Now, as far as the protections for consumers, there are some organizations that in case an insurance company goes insolvent, then the states would pick up a portion of whatever it was that they had in insurance. Because if that insurance company goes under, then what happens to all them premiums that were paid and those policies that are out there? And that's why the states, each individual state has a safety net for that, just in case that happens. This is why it is very important that a person deal with a highly reputable and high-rated company, like A-rated companies. I only represent A-rated companies. That's it. Okay.
Yeah,
And
you
so-
have to.
Right. And so we get everything in writing and we go over it line by line. Listen to me. Page 3 to page 9 of any insurance policy will tell you everything you need to know about that policy. Okay. A lot of people don't understand that they don't understand. All right.
Well, that's the problem, because as your book says, ask the right questions to get the right answers
Yeah.
for sound financial retirement advice. Correct?
Planning.
Yes.
I mean, it's like I don't create plans for people.
No.
What we do is we sit down and we learn what their goals are and how they expect to meet those goals. Okay. And that's what we do. See, I don't formulate the plan. I just pull the plan out of the client.
Right. By the questions.
This is what you need to do. Number one, you got to change the view that you have of you. You got to elevate that view. Okay. And then you got to take some critical truths. Okay. And number one is a portion of all that you earn is yours to keep. Okay. We live in a give it to me now society. You get everything on payment plans and all this kind of stuff. When what you really should be considering is putting some of those dollars to work for you.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, just a small portion. Consider this. Let's just say you make $40,000 a year. All right. That comes out roughly about maybe you making $20 an hour. Okay.
Right.
So you take 1 hour per week, that first hour per week, and you put that into a life insurance policy, okay, that covers your life, accidents, critical illness. You can get all this stuff covered. You know, one day you may go to the doctor and tell you got cancer. There's a cancer policy. And when you get diagnosed, it's an immediate cash payout. Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, there's lots of other little things that people need to really look at, especially if these maladies are running in the family. Okay.
All right. Well, I am able to play this video. I was going to put it on quick so people could see, because it's always my favorite.
Hello and welcome to the World News. Today we will talk about an author who is inspiring readers worldwide with his self-help and personal development books. His name is Rob Hill. Rob Hill is recognized as one of the nation's leading experts on safe investment alternatives. He is an independent financial advisor who has been helping consumers with tax advantage investment alternatives for over the past 15 years. According to Rob, ignorance is the biggest problem when it comes to financial preparation. Rob has written several books like Are You Willing?, Start Over, and his latest book, Ask the Right Questions, Get the Right Answers, is the must-read for those who are planning for retirement and would like to retire with peace of mind and security. It does not matter if you are 35 or 65. This book will help anyone who want to be financially savvy. The reason why Rob's books are so famous and loved by readers is because his writing style is simple, to the point, and relative to the situations many people find themselves facing. Also, he offers some amazing life-transforming lectures. His books are available on Amazon, and for more details about Rob Hill's books and lecture series, please visit rhillenterprisesinc.com.
Absolutely. That is great. And then there was one other one that I saw that I thought would be great for people to see.
Hello again, everyone. This is Rob.
Let me get this up because, oh, it's up. Okay. I thought this was nice.
Hill, your insurance expert, and I'm with another one of my satisfied clients. This is Mr. Arnold. Mr. Arnold, here we go. There you go. Say what you like to say about Rob.
Rob is an outstanding agent for me and everything. And I like for the way he did me and everything. It's all really nice. He's a wonderful man. And I hope he continues this in his life.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Arnold. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, another satisfied client of mine. He's very well versed in what he has, and it's a beautiful thing. I love what I do. See you next time.
So right there, I mean, very satisfied. I'm sure the guy needed guidance, and you answered all his questions, and you put him in the right position. And there's so many of those videos there that show the difference between somebody who cares, somebody who does what's best for the client, and someone who takes the time to really learn what they're looking for and put them in the best position to succeed. And I mean, he seemed so happy and content with how you treated him and the plan that he got, because he knows exactly what he's getting. And so many people don't, right?
Oh, you know what, Steve? I have ran across some really ugly situations in my practice, man. I mean, people have been just. Remember, I explained to you that half the truth is a total lie. Okay, half the truth is a total lie, and that's what people are getting: half truth. Okay, and a lot of them, they justify this rationale by saying, well, if somebody died, the insurance company is going to pay. I mean,
Yeah.
well,
Okay,
that
yeah,
goes
exactly.
without saying. However, is it going to meet their needs? What if they don't die, right? What if they live? You know, like I was telling you, I mentioned Mr. Rodriguez that one time,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
He'd been paying into that policy for 20 years. Never
I can't
looked
even
at it.
imagine.
Never,
Yeah.
he never questioned it. He just based everything off of what the agent told him. The agent never told him that he had a term policy.
Exactly.
So that was a lie. Half the truth is a total lie, brother.
And that's really sick that people do that.
It's sad. I mean, now, I mean, at the end of that 20-year term, man, I mean, he was livid. He didn't want to. He didn't want
I
to
would
see
be
no
too.
He was livid. He was really upset. Needless to say, I repositioned him into another policy. You know,
That was
uh,
great that you were able to do that.
well, it's only because the problem was still there,
Yeah.
and the solution disappeared.
Exactly.
In order for him to maintain that policy, man, he was going to end up paying 10 times what he had been struggling to pay for 20 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There was a question, and I'm going to try to get this right. Federal estate and gift tax exemption is now permanently 15 million per individual, 30 million for couples, and indexed for inflation. State level or inheritance taxes remain a separate and often much lower threshold problem. Example, Illinois is still at 4 million. Life insurance proceeds can still count toward taxable towards the taxable estate if the insured retained incidents of ownership. Ongoing progressive calls to tax unrealized gains at death or expand the death tax reach. Is that true that estate and inheritance taxes are separate?
Well, because they hit two individuals. The one individual that passed
All right.
and the individual that is inheriting. Okay. And see what's happening now though is we've got the illustrious Donald Trump in there. He's working on drilling all this stuff in, man, because our government, man, they got their hands in everything. Everything, man.
Absolutely.
And we don't need that. You got a bunch of bureaucrats sitting around. They can't run a lemonade stand, but they want to tell you how to run your business.
Well, I mean, even like you said about people who open a barber shop, you should just be.
Yeah.
Another question was, how should families in high tax states recalibrate their use of life insurance now that the federal cliff they were warned about never arrived?
Well, first and foremost, regardless to whatever the government has done, okay, you need to protect your family, okay.
First,
and you got, I mean, just to simplify things out, man, just like I was saying earlier, you make $40,000 a year. Take that the first hour of every week, and put that towards some financial products, okay, like life insurance, accident insurance, just insurances. 1 hour. Okay, just 1 hour. And I've got a
Absolutely.
flyer I think I sent you about that those benefits that I offer to people. Okay.
Yes, 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 yes. I have that.
You
Yes.
take 1 hour per week, the first hour, and put that towards your protection.
Absolutely.
And even though with all the quote unquote benefits you get at work, I mean, see, this is where the abdication of responsibility has come in, because people expect their employers to do more than just pay them. Okay. They
Yeah.
want the health care, they want all this other stuff and all
Pension.
that.
Yeah.
When
All of it.
in all actuality, that is your responsibility. Okay. It's bells and whistles if you get it on the job too. But what happens when you leave the job?
That's
What
a
happens if
huge
you go
problem.
on if you go under? You know? See, I offer life insurance, life and health insurance plans to companies too. Okay. But see, the employees need to take a stake in the ownership of their own plans. Okay.
Exactly.
People have got to reclaim this responsibility that has been systematically eroded over the years. Okay.
Yeah.
People
You
just
can't
sit
depend
back
on
and
the business.
just sit back and wait on retirement where their employer is still going to pay them even though they're not producing. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's like your kid. You just raised him up, sent him to college and all this kind of stuff, and then he comes home after college and wants to live in the basement.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
There he is.
you don't want to pay no rent either.
No, no, of course not. Why would he?
You're mom and dad. You
Yeah,
know?
you're supposed to take care of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to take care of me. Absolutely.
That's I mean, it sounds good.
Yeah, compared to what?
Compared to what? Compared to what? See, now it's all coming down to the end of the cycle where global competition is fierce. The United States is not. Well, we're getting back to it, but we're not the supreme manufacturer in the world because, as you know, everything bought in America is not made in America anymore.
Oh no, no, no.
Yeah. And so, along with that, that with those incoming products, guess where the money's going? It's going out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's what's crazy about it.
Our government, our government have put the rules in place to where capital goes where capital can increase, where it can multiply. Right? You got to pay a person here in the United States. You got to pay them $18 an hour to make a product. When you can go
Yeah.
down to Mexico and you can pay them $18 a week and
Exactly.
get the same quality.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So
Exactly.
where's that business going to go? Okay. And
It's
so
killing.
what Trump did, what Trump has done is he's leveling the playing field. Okay.
Right.
You put
with
tariffs on their
tariffs.
products. I mean, that levels the playing field. It brings the manufacturing back here.
back here.
Okay.
Exactly.
Because what we need to do is we need to make things. All right.
That's what our country was, built on. We were producers.
Hey, after World War II, the United States of America was the world's supreme manufacturer, brother. And I think
Absolutely.
my camera froze up, man. I'm gonna log out and log back in right quick.
Oh, you did. Yeah, that's okay.
All right.
But yeah, he's 100% right about that. We were the supreme manufacturer, and then we stopped. We stopped producing. We stopped producing, and that is why we are in the situation we are in right now. And it's tough because people are struggling to get it all going.
All right, brother, I'm back.
All right. Let's see if you can
Yeah.
reload your
Like I was saying,
presentation. To
yeah, our illustrious government has sold us down the road for years, man. And
the
now that we got Donald Trump in, yeah, he's riding the ship, man. He is riding the ship. I mean, our government, as you heard me say many, many times, is riddled with corruption.
and
Riddled with
I mean, now that I've been paying attention, I
it. Mhm.
see it. I see it, and
Yeah, and then they
it's
still
mind blowing.
they still use that word elected, and that's not what's
Yeah.
happening.
No.
Okay. No,
No.
these individuals are selected. Okay. And the ultimate goal is the destruction of the United States of America as we know it. Well, it's not even as we know it now. It used, I mean, I mean, thank God many people woke up and we elected Donald Trump. And you get never forget this phrase because Donald Trump is a genius. He said, we're going to make it too big to rig,
Mm,
you know?
that is true. He did say that.
Yes, he
He
did, and that is how you fix everything. You get the Save Act in there,
yes.
and you enforce it, and no more electronic nothing. Okay, all paper ballots. Everybody got to prove who they are and whether they're a citizen or not. Man, that will change this country back to what it was supposed to be.
And the way I mean that's how it was. That's how it should
Mhm.
be always.
Yeah.
The last question I will give you, um, this this is from Jared again. Is life insurance still one of the most efficient ways to create liquidity for an estate tax bill that has efficient oh, I'm sorry, and has that efficiency improved or worsened under current tax policy? Thanks, Jared.
Well,
That mouthful.
actually, I mean, you really, I mean, the beauty of genius is simplicity. Okay,
Yes.
a life insurance policy to pay taxes on. Let's just say you got a $500,000 house that you want to leave to your daughter. Okay,
Correct.
do you know that she's gonna get hit with inheritance taxes on that
That
thing before it gets released to her? So this is why number
the
one.
trust.
Yeah, you can put it in a trust or you can take out a life insurance policy that covers the taxes.
Really? I
Really?
didn't know that. Okay.
Yes. You got a $500,000 house and let's just say they're gonna charge you 13% tax. All right. So you take out a policy for that 13%, and then when you pass, that life insurance policy automatically can be set up to automatically go for the taxes, and then your daughter inherits free and clear.
It's all paid off. Okay.
But then see, you got them capital gains taxes and all this kind of stuff. I mean, they get you coming and going, man. They tax you when you make it. They tax you when you spend it. They tax you when you save it. And I mean, it's just ugly, man. We got our government as they are running through so much money. It is mind boggling. Okay, it is
All right.
mind.
No, it is, and it's crazy how it is right now. But you're right. Trump is tearing it down, making
Mhm.
it too big to rig, and
Oh yeah, he's
the,
reeling them in.
the
Yes,
the Save America Act, the voting policy. I hope it hasn't gone through yet, correct? But
it will.
it's supposed to be
It will.
voted
It
on.
will. I mean, when you got upwards of 80% of the nation that want it,
Yeah.
why is it not law already? See,
Yeah.
They need to get rid of these rhinos and these democrats, man. They need to get rid of all of them. There need to be perk walks. Perk walks.
Yeah, I don't want any more Chuck Schumers who are in
I mean,
office for
man, have
50
you
years.
seen some of the vitriol these people are spewing?
Yes.
Here,
Yes.
I mean, it is unreal to me. The only place you can do that is here in the United States, because anywhere else they'd be shot.
Yeah, they would. They would.
Yep.
It's
Anywhere
treason,
else, they'd
like
be
you
shot.
said.
Yep.
It's treason. But yeah, this is what we wanted to talk about, wills and trusts, because it's very important. People do not understand, and I have even found out so many people's estates have been in Hawk. Is that what in Hawk? Is that what you? Yeah,
Hawk.
Yeah, which it's because they don't do wills or trusts or have a good estate planner. So that is why it is very important to educate themselves.
It's because a lot of people don't keep. Remember my old cliche: if you put off until tomorrow what you can do today, you'll end up with a lot of empty yesterdays. Okay,
Yeah.
this is why people need to do this now. Okay, don't wait. Do it now. I mean, and this is just a brief overview of it. So, excuse me, a person needs to get with a competent estate attorney.
Exactly.
Okay? And there are different types of wills and different types of trusts. You got living will, last will and testament, all these different kinds of things. And trust, there's different types of trust. So you've got to write down what your goals are, what you want to happen, and then you take that list to an attorney, and you ask him the right questions. What can I do to preserve this? What can I do to ensure that my daughter is not going to be hit with a bunch of taxes because I left her this and all this kind of stuff? And so what you do is you reposition. Okay, you reposition.
Exactly.
You avoid probate. That's the beautiful thing right there. You just avoid that totally. What is probate? Probate is when the government steps in and decides how your assets are going to be allocated.
Distributed. Yeah, allocated.
When you die without a will, it is called intestate.
Testate, right.
Intestate. I'll go over that here in the presentation, all right?
Absolutely.
Everybody, look, a short pencil is better than a long memory. All right?
Exactly.
Write your questions down. Okay?
Exactly.
Questions down. Now,
And
wills and trusts. First, let's take a look at the family of Commodore Cornelius Vanderbilt, who died with a fortune of $105 million that he left largely to his oldest son, William, in the year 1877. That is an unheard of amount of money.
it blows my mind still.
Yes. Okay. William did a good job managing the assets left to him by his father. 6 years later, in January 1883, William was worth $194 million. Can you count that? Did you figure out how much money he made over that time? Okay.
Yeah, close to 20 million.
20 million, man. You better up.
I'm sorry, 200.
Well, no, he was left with 105.
Oh, 10. I thought it was 175. Okay, sorry.
No,
Okay, got it. 9. Yeah.
Right. So now,
I got it.
2 years later, in 1885, William H. Vanderbilt died with a net worth of over 200 million. All right. William left half his fortune to his two sons, Cornelius and William K., bringing their fortunes to 50 million each, and the remaining 100 million was divided among all 8 of his children. Okay, so this dude had 10 kids, man.
That's what they did back then.
Yeah. Many of the heirs of William H. began spending their inheritance on lavish residences. Cornelius spent over $6 million in 1886 to build a residence in New York City. And as my buddy Steve says, he built New York.
I'm like, that would build the city, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Like, geez.
yes, it was. It was definitely, especially back then. Of all William H.'s children, Frederick, who inherited only $10 million, did the best financially. At Frederick's death in 1938, he was worth $78 million. However, federal estate taxes consumed over half his estate.
Now, is that because he did not put together his own will or trust or
That
insurance?
is exactly why. That is
Oh,
exactly
okay.
why. Okay. The succeeding generations of the Vanderbilts didn't do as well. According to Arthur T. Vanderbilt II, author of Fortune's Children, Fall of the House of Vanderbilt, when 120 of Commodore Cornelius Vanderbilt's descendants gathered for a reunion in 1973, there was not a millionaire among them. Okay, so from 1938, when William died, the
With
government
200
took half.
million.
Yeah, they took half, and then the rest of it got friddled away by just not protecting it, not having it working for them. Okay.
So, I mean, you would blame it primarily on the kids for not protecting their assets, and
Well,
obviously the
I would-
government's going to take it.
I wouldn't blame it on the kids. I would blame it on ignorance.
Oh, very good point.
Ignorance.
That's a much better word. Yes.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Right.
Okay. And so this is what happened. They didn't know. And many times when a person comes into a lot of money that they didn't earn, there is no value there. Okay. So they just start squandering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't take
Well,
advantage of it.
Listen to this.
This blows my mind.
Only 3% of family assets on average survive to the fourth generation. Okay. That's because our illustrious government is taking a big bite out of that. And the source for this is from the Family Firm Institute in Brookline, Massachusetts. Okay. They looked at this thing over, and the reason why only 3% survive is because those few people have enough gravitas to put things in places that are going to protect what they have worked their lives to earn, their legacy, so to speak. Okay.
So in reality, if most of us came over, our families were immigrants, had they protected their assets and passed it on, it would go to their fourth generation. I mean, and you would build your wealth, as you said, generational wealth for your family. It would continue to survive after you. And you said
it can continue on past that, actually.
Exactly.
You're talking about all this money this guy had, $200 million, man. I mean,
I can't believe it.
Even today, that is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Back then, it was, oh man, that was a lot of money.
I mean, that's equivalent to billions. I mean,
yes, I agree.
That's what's shocking.
So this is what people need to really focus on. Listen to this. How a trust could benefit your estate plan. Listen to this. Eliminate estate taxes on your life insurance death benefit. Okay. Preserve your estate for future generations. Protect your estate from future creditors or divorce. Okay. And that sums it all up right there. That closes that gap. Okay. All those holes in that bag. You heard me say many times about that firm grip on an empty bag. And because
love
that
it.
bag got a hole in the bottom of
You
it.
got a hole in it.
Yeah, you got a hole in the bag.
Yeah.
And it's called our government and taxes and all these nice shiny objects people want to buy. Okay.
God.
All right. But this right here is key. Okay. This is a trust. Now there are more tools than that. What is
Correct.
a will? Okay. This is why these are put together, wills and trust.
And trust.
Because
Yes.
this is like having a screwdriver and a pair of pliers.
Right. The different tools.
All right. Yeah, for different jobs. Now, a will is a formal and legally enforceable statement of how you wish to dispose of your property upon your death. A valid will allows your last wishes to be protected by law.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It can be changed at any time prior to death or incapacitation. Okay, you got to be in a sound mind. You know, you can't just
Right.
all of a sudden get dementia and decide you want to leave everything to your cat. You know. So the will can be used to express kindness, anger, surprise, appreciation, etc. Okay, and all those. Notice those are all emotions, brother.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So why is a will important? And it simply boils down to this. You heard me say this many times. The beauty of genius is
Simplicity.
Okay. Why a will is important is simply this. It's not what you make, it's what you keep that counts.
Exactly.
Now, without a will, you cannot control who will inherit your property upon your death. You hear that?
Yeah, that's true. It's crazy.
Without a will, you cannot control who will inherit your property upon your death. Should you die without a will, your property will be distributed according to the laws of your state. And
Yes.
if they can't find your heirs, guess what happens?
Get sold off.
They're supposed to look for 10 years.
Really?
Oh yeah, but do you think they do it?
I can see them looking for 24 hours. I don't know
If
about 10
that.
years. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, our government has an insatiable appetite for other people's money.
So you're telling me they're not supposed to do anything for 10 years with your property because they're looking for anyone of relation, any heir. And if they can't,
that's what's supposed to be happening.
Correct. But just my asking, who is supposed to do this? Just out of curiosity.
The bureaucrats, brother. The pencil pushers.
So they can determine, like, after a week, this person doesn't have anyone. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. They just
Wow.
just push it off and just let it gather dust.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So who should make a will?
Well, everyone should.
Yeah, every adult should have a will. You need 2 qualifications to prepare a will. Number 1, you must be 18 years old. And number 2, you must be of sound mind. And
Correct.
that is very relative right there. Okay.
No, I know.
I mean, looking at some of these people out here today, I mean, you can't be in sound mind looking like you're looking. You know, you say many times we got people walking around now looking like they straight out of the brother.
You ruined me. I went out Saturday night and did karaoke, and I just, because of those words, my eyes were fixated on the crowd around me, and I was just mesmerized, looking like, wow, he's right. Like, I never paid attention, but I can't believe some of these people leave the house like this.
Really, it's amazing, man. I was talking to this young guy, and he's got his pants hanging off his butt and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, man, who told you that looks good? Right? And I didn't go into the history
No,
that means, but but
but
who
yeah,
told you? Those are not your friends, man, to tell you looking
no,
good.
no. It's
Huh?
just hilarious how
Hey, with friends like that, you don't need enemies, brother.
your brain and your sayings are transferring over to me.
All right,
What?
look, hey, Steve, when you respect yourself, there are certain things you are not going to do.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I mean, I say Democrats all the time. I say they're not elected, they're selected. The willfully ignorant.
It's the truth.
I mean, I really I got to start giving you credit every time I say it. I got a copyright. I said this is not my saying. This is by Rob.
Okay.
I did put it in one of my podcast write-ups for my friend Razul, who owns the House of Changes for the Sober Living House. And
Yeah.
I put, yes, in the words of the illustrious Rob Hill, the willfully ignorant. Yes,
Yeah, it is. It's by choice.
I
It's
did.
by
I
choice.
did. I tagged
And you
you in it.
know, the hardest thing in the world to do, Steve, is to think. This is why most people don't do it.
It is, and I have found that because you have talked about reading, which I was not doing a lot of, and reading out loud.
Right.
I was reading and reading out loud, and somebody asked, "What the hell is that noise? What are you doing?" I go, "I'm reading." I go, "Can't you read to yourself?" I go, "No, actually, I'm reading out loud. You hear the words come off the
Yeah.
page, and it just
And
resonates with you so much more."
it's like this. You see it, you
Yes,
say it, and you hear it.
all three, right?
Mhm. Okay, and it's something like you've heard me say this many times. Your mind goes through what I like to call mental
Mental
gymnastics.
gymnastics, yes,
Yes.
and that's so true.
Yes, it
Oh,
is. It's very true.
and
Okay,
it
as
gives you
long as you're reading something that's gonna put some meat on the bone.
yes, exactly.
You ain't gonna don't read Godfather 15 or Jaws 22. You know,
No, I won't.
yeah.
I didn't mean to
Okay.
interrupt you.
All right. So sound mind, and that's a relative term, brother. Sound mind means that you must understand what you are giving away and to whom you are giving it. You can't leave it to your cat. You must prepare your will free from implied or actual threats, pressures, or trickery. The will should be written in the state of residence, and it is valid across all 50 states. Okay.
Right.
Dying intestate. This is dying without a valid will.
Yes, you've talked about that. Yes.
When someone dies without a will, that person is said to be intestate. What that means is the interest goes to the state. Okay. That's just my own ad-libbing there. Okay.
I mean, but it's true for the most
Yeah.
part. I mean, yeah.
Okay. The laws that govern the distribution of property in such an estate are known as the laws of intestate succession. These laws determine who your beneficiaries, your administrator, and the guardian of your children will be. This is why people need to get their will now. Do it now.
Yeah, don't wait.
And you get your will, you get it notarized, and you send a copy to the state so that they have it on record, so that they don't be sending you to probe or sending your items to probate, making your heirs wait 1 to 2 years to receive your assets and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you can avoid all of that with a will,
Right.
and I'll get into more of that as we go on. Heir versus beneficiary; these are two very different
Yes.
definitions. Okay, an heir is defined as a person who legally due to inherit with or without a will. Your son, your daughter, your wife. Okay. A beneficiary inherits through a will or other document, such as an insurance policy. These are people that you put, like, say you got 5 children.
Oh, that's what I'm going to be asking you
So
about.
you
But yeah.
spread that out evenly, 20% for each one. Okay. In the event that you just say that you don't have children. Okay. Next of kin refers exclusively to those who are blood related, while heirs usually refers to anyone who is entitled to inherit property from the deceased under state law. So if you don't have a will, all right, and you've been living with someone, that person may or may not be able to get your items when you pass. And I'll go into more. We'll get into some situations as far as that is concerned. Example, here you go. This is it right here. Bruce and Helen had a sizable joint held estate, a home in California, and no children together. Neither had a will. Bruce died first, and Helen died a few days later. The California laws to intestacy distributed all the jointly held property to Helen's brother, next of kin.
Right.
Bruce's 3 children by a previous marriage received none of Bruce's jointly held assets. That is robbery.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That is robbery right there. All because they neglected to take care of this really simple thing. Okay. So this is why everybody listen to this thing. If you don't have a will, get one now. Okay, because you don't know.
No, and it causes wars.
Oh yes. Oh
with
yeah.
with siblings, which I was sorry to hear about.
Yeah, I have a one of my brochures that says the devil's in the details.
Yeah. No, it is. It is.
Yeah, it gets real ugly, man. It gets real ugly. So there are 3 types of property. Real property, that's real estate, property and buildings. Tangible property, this is stuff you can touch and use in its physical form. And then you got the intangible property. And this is where a lot of things fall through the cracks. Okay. Property that may be represented by paper such as stocks, bonds, copyrights, patents, all these different things, man. Okay. So a person needs to really, before doing a will, they need to itemize everything that they have. Okay. To make sure that nothing is left out. But there are some remedies for that too. Okay. Because we live by the golden rule. He who has the gold makes the rules.
Makes the rules, yeah.
So, a sheet, this is the definition of a sheet. When there is no will and there is no surviving spouse or heirs, estate property is said to escheat or pass to the state. The state tries to find heirs for 10 years.
Allegedly.
Yeah, then the estates revert to the state permanently. Okay. So
Now, the state takes ownership of the
Yes.
estate,
yes.
and is that when they do like those estate sales, they can sell them off? They don't keep them, right? Or they do?
No, a person that has an estate sale it's a garage sale, brother.
Oh, I'm saying the state doesn't do estate sales. That's what I'm saying. They'll keep your estate.
No, they keep your stuff and then they sell it to add money to the state.
Oh my God! Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're telling me I can go look and find an estate sale in New York State? You know, something that the state is taking control of it selling.
No. That's a garage sale, brother.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you? I'm getting it confused. But you said after
When
10
they say
years.
that just makes it sound good. It sounds better. Estate sale versus garage sale. You know?
When the state you said they will sell off the assets though after 10 years, correct?
They could.
They could. Okay. If they do that,
Yeah.
is there a way to like look? Can normal people buy these products that are being sold?
There's probably some way that you can get into that and find out what property.
Because that's what I'd be curious about.
What property the state has, but
If the Jones estate.
there would be tax liens and things like that. You know,
Oh, okay.
you know, different things like that. But
I got
the
it.
joint will is the single will of two or more testators, such as a husband and a wife.
Oh,
People,
I
may,
didn't know you
people
could
may
do that.
separate, lose a copy of their will, or destroy the will without the other's consent or knowledge, or get divorced, or whatever the case may be. Okay, so you got to prepare a separate will for each testator, even if the wills are identical.
So the husband and the wife
Mhm.
die, and you only have one will. You're saying that it's not good enough.
No,
That you have to
it's
provide
good.
two.
It's good, but let's just say
Okay,
that the husband dies.
correct.
Okay, and he had his will in the safe deposit box that he didn't tell his wife about.
Okay.
Okay. Now she got her own copy. They're identical. And when the other will comes out, that'll be proven that they are identical.
Okay.
But yeah, so you gotta have separate wills, man, because you
Yeah.
never know. I mean, things happen,
Yeah.
you know, and it's just a backup.
Yeah.
So prepare a separate will for each testator, even if the wills are identical. Videotaped or audio taped wills, no state recognizes these wills as
Oh
valid.
my God. I didn't know that.
Yep. Videotaping is one method of establishing the identity and alertness of the testator. Accompany it with a formal will. Okay.
Oh, okay. So you can't just present a videotape.
No,
You have to
that's-
have both.
No, you got to have this stuff in writing, man. It's got to be in black and white. And it has to be notarized.
Right. The notarized. That's huge.
Okay. Elements of a valid will. The will must be in writing. The will must be signed by the testator, that is the person making the will. The will must attest to 2 or 3 adult witnesses who will not benefit from your will, and use your legal name on your birth certificate. Like a wife, her name was Brown and now her name is Rogers.
Oh, the maiden name. Okay.
Right. Use her maiden name.
So you have to have 2 witnesses to sign off that they're there.
Or more.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. That's just another validation.
I didn't know
So
that.
somebody could sit back. I mean, you got these shysters out there, man, and they'll make a will in your name and then murder you.
No, believe me, I watch Dateline. I know.
Yeah. So I mean, it's deep. It's deep. Okay. Self-proving will. Although use of this clause is not a strict legal necessity, it is strongly recommended that you prepare and use this clause with all wills. Although few states have not enacted legislation to allow for their use in court, the current trend is for all courts to allow their use. This clause will allow for your signature on your will to be proved without the necessity of having the two witnesses appear in court, a point which will save time, money, and trouble in having your will admitted to probate if necessary. Okay, so this is a self-proving will. What that is basically saying is that those 2 or 3 witnesses that you had, remember in the previous slide, those 2 or 3 witnesses that attest to you making the will, well, they don't have to necessarily show up because, I mean, anything can happen. They might have moved to Alaska.
Oh, that's true.
Anything
Wow.
can happen. So this is where they're working on getting this through all the courts.
Yeah, that's big.
Yes. Your personal representative, an executor, that is the person the testator chooses to handle the affairs of their estate. Okay, that's the executor. An administrator is the person appointed by the probate court to assume the duties of an executor should a person die without a will. Okay, big difference there. And that second one, the administrator, that's a bureaucrat, brother. Yep. Somebody that's sitting around getting paid to do nothing with other people's stuff.
So, I mean, is there technical? What would be the government name for an administrator appointed by the probate court?
An administrator.
That's
Appointed
just
by
what
the
they call them.
probate.
Okay, you're the administrator, and you're going to be the executor of this.
Well, no, the executor
Oh,
is a person that the person, the testator, the person writing the will, that is the
Right.
person they choose. Okay.
Right. An administrator is
the
appointed by the
government.
court.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. And they do it. Wow.
After your will is completed, look, do not make any changes directly on the will after it has been completed because that will not fly.
No, it's yeah.
Okay. It has it been completed, signed, and witnessed because those changes will not be valid.
Oh, you
Okay.
can't make
Somebody-
changes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody could get your will after you laying there on your deathbed and start signing everything over to themselves. So
People
if you're
do
gonna
that.
make
Wow.
changes- yeah, if you're going to make changes on your will, you got to prepare a codicil. That is an amendment, or
Right.
prepare a new will.
Right.
Okay. If you create a new will, destroy the old one because that will do nothing but cause problems.
Well, I can tell you, I watched a Dateline over the weekend where a husband killed his wife, basically over money, and she had created a new will, and
Oh, wow.
he destroyed the new will, killed her. And it took a few years, and then they ended up convicting him for the murder.
Yeah.
But it was for financial gain because she had a lot of money,
Wow.
and they were going to divorce. She created a new will. She had people
Yeah.
testify that she created a new will. It was never found because he got to it, and I immediately thought of you. It's like that's
I mean, that's. I mean, man.
if people do anything for
When it
money,
comes-
I get it.
When it comes to financial things, man. I mean, the devil.
It does. It takes over. Yeah.
Yeah, the devil's in the details, brother. I mean, you should see. Well, hopefully you don't have to see it, but man, the siblings battling over
I
it,
know. I know.
it gets real messy.
Well, yeah, that's the question I'm going to ask you about when you're done.
Okay.
So we got a bunch of people asking for your opinion.
Mhm. So then, what is probate? Probate court is the entity that processes the estate of a deceased person that didn't have a will or a trust. The probate estate is all of a person's assets that go through the probate process, and that is everything.
Now, let me ask you this because I am a true crime guy. Anna Nicole Smith, when she passed,
Mhm.
she was in probate court because she married that 90-year-old guy who was rich,
Mhm.
and he allegedly left everything to her. The son contested it, saying that he was not of sound mind, or she was using sex to get him to sign everything over. And they ended up in probate court contesting the will. Is that something different?
Well, see, the thing about that
Yes.
situation, there are a lot of variables in that thing.
Correct. Yes, I understand. Yes.
I mean, why would he not leave it to his family?
He didn't. He didn't leave it to his son. No, and his son was furious.
No, but this you got to question that though.
Right. Right.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, why would he do that? I mean,
It was left to his son, and then he married Anna Nicole Smith and changed his will.
no, that's what it said. We don't know.
I mean, allegedly had a new will,
Mhm.
leaving everything to her.
Allegedly, and I
Eh,
mean,
I
that
mean,
he was up there in the age, man. She
correct.
could have just came in and said, "Hey, honey, sign this."
Well, she did. I mean, he did
didn't know what
sign
he was
it,
signing. He didn't know what he was signing.
and that's what the son contested, that
Yeah, yes,
he didn't know what he was signing.
definitely.
So,
You
so
gotta be
is
in the back
that
of your mind? Yeah, he's 90-something years old. No, throw
Yes,
that
yeah.
out.
Is that
Throw that out.
is that probate court that it's contested in?
That's what you go in there. Yes.
Okay. That's
Okay. So that's what happens when a will gets contested.
okay.
Okay.
Got you.
Then you got the government, the bureaucrats step in to sort things out.
Right. Which happened.
Okay. Last will and estate planning. Without a will, you cannot ensure that the property you leave behind goes to the people you want it to. Without careful planning, your heirs may encounter some serious tax and property ownership issues. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. This is where the proper planning needs to take place, man, because you want to leave blessings, not curses.
Well, you said you're only remembered for the problems you cause, or the problems you solve.
That's it. That's it.
I think I said that too this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna count the times I quote.
Young grasshopper, you're picking up.
I am. I'm gonna count the times I quote you during the week.
All right. Now, definitions. Okay.
Oh.
The homestead is your primary residence.
Oh wow.
It's exempt from creditor claims and may include your house, mobile homes, houseboats, vacation properties, all kinds of stuff. Man. Okay,
Oh,
there's a long list of items that go into this. This is just a brief review.
A vacation home is definitely exempt from creditors?
All of your stuff can be exempt from creditors.
Right. Okay.
That's what we want. We want an ironclad plan. Okay.
Right.
We want to keep everything away from the people that don't deserve it.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
There are a lot of shysters out there, brother.
Oh, yes, there are.
Okay. Durable power of attorney. Okay. This avoids guardianship if you lose capacity. Someone steps in to manage the finances for your estate, and you got to make sure that this person can be trusted. Okay. The pre-need guardianship if you are a danger to others. Pre-need guardianship may be necessary due to third-party interference. Now, all of that is just said to say this. When you lose your faculties, okay, you're not thinking right or anything like that, I mean, and you've got weapons around, and it don't have to be a gun. It could be a kitchen knife. It could be anything. It could be a baseball bat, whatever the case may be. But if you are a danger to others or to yourself, this is where you need this in place. Okay? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Minors, ways to appoint guardians. The pre-need guardianship that says, well, if you get incapacitated, your kids are gonna go to your sister. Okay. The power of attorney, meaning that someone can sign documents or make decisions on your behalf, or they can petition the court, okay, on your behalf. All right, both parties must sign. What is a living will? Now, we talked about wills and trusts. We didn't talk about living will and
We
living
did
trust.
not. Right.
But listen, the will takes effect before you die and may include the right to die and death with dignity.
Oh,
Like I told
really?
you earlier, yeah, like I told you earlier, man.
I
I get it.
remember that.
I get into a jacked up
I'm
situation.
pulling the plug.
Pull the plug.
Pulling the plug.
Okay.
But are you talking about death with dignity, like in Oregon, where they, 6 months to live, you can take the pills and kill yourself technically?
Well, no, actually, that's what you call murder.
Well,
They want to say it's assisted
I-
suicide. It's
yeah, I
murder.
agree. I agree with that. Yes, I
It's
agree.
murder.
But I know that it's legal in certain states. Is that part of a living will?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
If
'cause
you,
it's
if, you
right to
want,
die.
if you want somebody to help you kill yourself, I mean,
I
they
know.
say that, I mean, that's death with dignity. I think death with dignity is simply this: let me go. Don't be having all these tubes and all that kind of stuff.
I agree with that. Yes, I agree with that. It's
All
the
that, just
people.
let me go. You know,
I've seen documentaries on it where these people do it and they get the bottle of the pills and they're like, I just want to have it in case.
Mhm.
I want to do it if it gets too bad. But yeah, you're right. I mean, just
I
let
mean,
me go.
just, I mean, look, if I'm not able to live,
Yeah,
take me out. Just
me
let
out.
me go. Let me go. Don't hold me prisoner.
But I mean, you wouldn't willingly take pills that were going to kill you.
No.
You were
No.
sick and
No.
okay.
No, it's going to be by natural causes, brother.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah, because there's no forgiveness for suicide, brother.
Because that's considered that's what I thought. I mean, like you're not going to get a Catholic ceremony or anything like that, or church ceremony. If you do that, I mean, it's considered a sin.
Well, they'll do the service for you, but that ain't got nothing to do about when you stand in front of your maker.
No, that's still a sin. I get that. Okay.
Okay. Types of medical treatment: CPR, that's cardiopulmonary resuscitation,
Yes.
respirator, artificial feeding, and specified no autopsy. No, I don't need no autopsy. I'm gonna go on natural causes. All of this stuff, man. No artificial feeding, all of that, respirator, CPR, all that. and let me go.
Yes.
Just let me go.
That's
That's
the DNR you signed to, right?
You know, I mean, back in 19 April 16th, 1986. Okay. I took a car and crashed into a drainage ditch, flipped it over 3 times and rolled on its side 3 times, slid 287 feet. And I'm still here. I had a blood alcohol level of 0.22. Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
well, that's breathing fire right there.
And not only that, but I was positive for THC also. Okay. And when I woke up, man, it was like 5 or 6 days later,
Oh my God.
and I was in the hospital. Yep, I damn near killed myself, man.
Did you
Oh,
remember the crash? Did you remember
no,
crashing or no?
I have no idea about it today. I couldn't even walk for a while.
You had to do a ton of physical therapy. You were laid up. The whole works.
Oh, it was really ugly, man. And
Broken bones.
for the longest time, man, I wasn't even dreaming at night. It was just blackout.
Darkness. Yeah.
No, and I'm dreaming now, but that
But
was
back then, yeah.
one of my illustrious episodes with alcohol and drugs.
Well, yeah, I know that. I know that too well. Yeah.
Right, but I
Yeah.
live because he's not done with me.
No, that's what I've been told too. That's why we're still here. We're here
Oh,
for a
yeah.
reason.
Got a duty, brother.
Yep. I know.
Excuse me. Your family cannot override your living will, regardless. I mean, you got a will and you get incapacitated, can't nobody override it. Okay? It's there. It's in stone. Trust. Now this gets interesting. Trusts have been around since the Roman Empire, about 800 AD. Later, English knights used trusts to protect their lands when they went into battle. Why? Because they might not come back. American trusts have been used since the 1700s, helping colonists protect property from English taxes and government. All right. So this is why they made these things. Creating a living trust. Now there's a trust and there's a living trust. Okay. To avoid the difficulties of probate. This enables you to transfer your property directly to the trust during your life without court involvement. So you move everything into the trust, take everything out of your name and put it in the trust. After your death, the person you appoint to handle the trust may then simply transfer ownership to the beneficiaries you named in the trust.
Exactly.
This takes probate out of it.
Exactly. Yep.
The definition of a living trust. This is a legal agreement in which a person owning property, the grantor, hands over legal title to his or her property to a second person, the trustee, who manages it while the grantor is alive. This is in case a person gets incapacitated or something like that, like they got an apartment building, they got to maintain it, you know.
Right.
That's what happens, or I mean, any number of things. Okay, the kids, the home, all this kind of stuff falls under that. Okay. Any question?
There is a question, not about. I can pull this down if this is done.
No, I'm not doing. I'm not.
Oh
done.
no, keep going. There's a question I'm going to ask at the end that several
All right.
people have asked about a certain situation. So
Okay. All right. Living trust. As grantor, you do not give up the right to use or sell the property. It is simply put in another entity's name to avoid probate when you die. You hear that?
Yes.
Avoid probate. All right. Living trust continued. It's simple, inexpensive legal alternative and may eliminate costly estate probate charges, attorney fees, and delays of probate. The probate can take up to 2 years,
No,
before anybody
yeah.
gets any of that. You avoid all of that stuff with these tools. A living trust ensures that your loved ones receive their inheritance when they need it most now. Can you say now? Yes. Okay.
I mean, I've heard nightmares about that. Yeah.
It is definitely. And you have the final say as to what happens to all trust property. With a living trust, there is no waiting, no public record, and it significantly reduces attorney fees at the time of death. It could even as much as eliminate them.
Eliminate. Yeah.
Mhm. The living trust continues. A living trust can be canceled or amended at any time prior to the grantor's death or legal incapacity. Prior to. Okay.
Oh.
It can be used alone or with a will, and I would strongly suggest you use them both. You don't
Both
have to have a
tools.
large estate to establish a living trust. Okay. Living trust, it shortens the time to distribute your funds by months or even years. Difficult to contest or overturn your wishes regarding your estate, and it remains completely private, meaning that there is no announcement to the public or anything like that. You know how people can just say, "Well, I contest that." Well, no, they can't do this. Okay. No, a trust is hard to challenge in court. Why? Because one of the worst risks associated with filing a will is that someone may legally challenge its validity in court. They can't do that with a trust.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. This is why you use them in conjunction. Right? If it don't get you in the wash, it'll get you in the rinse.
Get you in the rinse.
No, your privacy is assured. You control your assets, provides conservatorship rights. Out of state property is protected, and trusts are legally recognized all over the world.
Yes.
Your income taxes are unaffected by a living trust. Upon your death, your heirs will save on federal estate taxes. All right. Why? Because they won't have to pay any because they don't own anything. It's in the trust.
Exactly.
Yep. Revocable means you may amend or cancel the trust agreement or appoint a new trustee at any time before incapacity. All right. You got to be in your right mind. Revocable trust, a trust that takes effect while you're alive. The revocable means that you can change it. You can, do whatever you want to do with it, eliminate it or whatever. The AB trust for married couples. An AB trust is a type of revocable trust for married couples whereby the couples are able to do some basic estate planning, such as determine who's going to get what in the event something happens to the other one, or like the kids in that first thing about Barbara and whatever his name was, where they died, or Donna, she got all her brother got everything, and
Yeah.
the guy's kids didn't get anything. Yeah, this is what this is what that's about. Irrevocable living trust. It is exempt from federal estate taxes because the trust is not considered to be a part of the grantor's taxable estate. That is key right there.
Yeah.
That is key right there. Okay. This is is something that needs to be brought up to everybody. Look, put it
People
in
don't
the
know
trust.
this stuff.
I know. That's why I do this. Okay. The goal to take out of your name as much money as possible, keeping it from the income reduction squad and other agencies so your beneficiaries will inherit instead. Right? It is the right of every American to lower their taxable interest as much as humanly possible. Okay. We're not talking about tax evasion. We're talking about tax avoidance. There's a difference, a vast difference there. Okay. Caution. You are giving up the right to control and amend your trust. There may be gift tax consequences resulting from transfers into an irrevocable trust. You can avoid all of that. You just got to be aware of it so that you can preempt that. Okay. Because there's ways around it all. There's ways around it all. No, don't give the probate court control of your assets. You
Never.
want to do everything yourself. Insurance trust allows the death benefit to have. Okay. And that's about it there, brother. Wait.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, that.
Oh, I see what
still
you're
got
saying.
the trust.
Yeah,
is
you got
irrevocable. The insurance trust is irrevocable. I mean, once you get it, you can't change it. Okay. You can't get money back when you need it. This is when you got your insurance in the trust, like you got a policy that's building cash value. You can't get money back when you need it. The grantor must pay the premiums of the life insurance policy. You put the policy in the trust, then you still have to maintain it. You still got to pay the premiums. The insurance trust, without the use of an insurance trust, an individual must include the face value of any life insurance policies in their estate. This may force payment of estate taxes. That is it's a little blurry there because a lot of people think that the death benefit on a life insurance policy is not taxable. But there's a threshold where they do get taxable.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Oh yes. The testamentary trust. This is a trust created through your will. Listen to that. Through the will.
I did not.
But
Okay.
it must go through probate. It must go through probate. Okay. So we want to avoid that. Community property. A husband and wife commingle their property. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours. And that's not what the wife says. Wife says, what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. A revocable trust may contain spendthrift provisions that prevent beneficiaries from assigning their interests in advance. Like you got that son, and he's just waiting on you to pass so he can go buy him a Lamborghini. Things like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. This is what Commodore Vanderbilt's needed.
Yeah, they did. Yes.
Okay. The additional elements of a trust. The pour over will. I had mentioned this earlier. This is a supplement to the trust, and it catches any assets not in the trust. Okay. Some like you newly acquired some things. So the Economic Recovery Act of 1981, single versus couple. This is the Unified Tax Credit Exemption. Economic Recovery Act of 1981 allows a federal tax exemption called the Unified Tax Credit Exemption. The gift tax and the estate tax share similar concepts. A single applicable exclusion amount permits anyone to give away up to $2 million, and that's still in effect right now,
It is
in
okay.
2008 in assets during their lifetime as gifts or at death under your living trust. Okay, so you can avoid all these taxes. Paying estate taxes. Many estates do not pay federal estate taxes because there's the $2 million exemption and an unlimited marital deduction. Your estate may still be liable for paying federal and state income, gift, and state inheritance taxes. All right. Listen to this. All taxes must be paid from your estate before any bequests are distributed. Remember I talked about that?
You did.
Okay. Yeah, you leave that $300,000 house to your daughter. Yeah, she got to cover with some cash before she can get it.
Oh God.
That's ugly. No, you decide who the trustee and the secondary trustee will be, and it is very critical that you have two at least. All right, because things happen. No matter who serves as your trustee, it is advisable to have at least one successor trustee. Even more, would be even better.
I agree.
Choosing your trustee, yourself, your spouse, relative, attorney, close friend, financial advisor. Okay, but these people you have got to have. You got to know that they're gonna do the right thing. Okay,
Right.
that's just. That goes without saying. Like I said, the devil's in the details. And money changes a lot of people. Okay. So choosing your trustee, even if you are your own trustee, your assets are protected from probate since legally they are owned by the trust, a separate entity rather than by you. Take it out of your name. To prepare, you need your real estate deeds, corporate stock certificates, savings accounts, everything. Just everything. Okay. Property, antique, all your assets, everything. Just get everything. And make sure you put everything in there. Okay. All this stuff. Businesses, bank accounts, household furniture, all this stuff. Everything. Listen, it's not included. Personal autos, insurance not payable to the estate, and S corporation stock. Now there are different types of corporations, S corporations and C corporations, LLCs, all this kind of stuff. You need to do your due diligence and find out what's what with what.
Right. They're all different.
With a trust in place, your family does not have to go to court, appoint and pay a personal representative to administer your estate, provide the validity of your intentions, no long delays in distributing the estate, and limitation of transferability. Okay? So you don't have to have any of that. You can transfer everything, whatever you want to do, you can do it. This information you obtain it at this lecture is not, nor is it intended to be legal advice.
No,
You should consult an attorney for individual advice regarding your own situation. And I thank you. And that is the end, brother.
All right. So the question
Yes.
many people have asked about, and I know you're not a sports guy and you may not be familiar with what has been going on. So I'll try to explain it the best I can to get your opinion on it. The Los Angeles Lakers, okay, they were sold last week. They were initially owned by the Buss family. Jerry Buss had 6 siblings who inherited ownership of the team when he died in 2013. However, he had a trust, obviously, about it that with his attorney, and he wanted his daughter, Jeannie Buss, to be the team governor and essentially run the team, which obviously angered all the other siblings. The siblings worked under her. So they decided to sell the team. And the guy who bought the team then sold it again within a year. The stipulation of the agreement, the Buss family still owns 17% of the team. And Jeannie Buss in the agreement was guaranteed to be the team governor, basically the team president, for the next 5 years. However, with the new sale, things could change. And because the trust documentation is not publicly available, it involves many kinds of different law, trade and estate laws, corporate laws, contracts, and the MBA's rules. So the other Buss siblings want to sell their, I believe it's 15% of the shares, which would give them $300 and something million. Jeannie Buss wants to stay on and be the governor. So they're at odds right now. The original trust requires a majority of the beneficiaries, 4 of the oldest children, to agree on the sale of trust assets. So this went to court in 2017, and the court order instructed the trust to refrain from taking actions that would result in Jeannie Buss losing her position as the Lakers' controlling owner. So as I said, last year's sale complicated things because they agreed Jeannie could remain the team's governor for the next 5 years. And you have to own as little as 15% of the franchise to be able to do that. Now, if they sell if the siblings sell their parts of the team to acquire it, the other trustees, some experts believe that Jeannie Buss, her approval is required for the family to sell its ownership stake. So the 3 trustees, Jeannie, Janie, and Joey, must consent to the sale that has been authorized by a majority of the siblings. Without her consent, the sale cannot go forward. So this debate went through the 2017 ruling, even though the court order made it clear in Jeannie's favor, saying that the co-trustees must protect her controlling ownership. If the trust sells the entire 17.8%, the owner, it would just destroy everything. It would be impossible. So now the Buss family has come out after the second sale. The other children, the other siblings have said they want to sell their shares. And Jeannie is contesting this. She is saying that it would violate the 2017 amendment order that the judge gave as a directive. The sale does not violate the trust per se, only the 2017 order. And theoretically, the entire case will come down to whether she could get an injunction based on the 2017 amendment to stop this new sale. So this is like a Succession, the TV show, living out in real life. The siblings are angry because basically they were all part of the team. When Jerry Buss owned the team, his vision was, this is going to be my legacy. I'm going to leave this to my family. Well, it caused a war because Jeannie was put in charge, and eventually she fired everyone who worked for the team, her siblings. So now, because of the sale, the other siblings want to catch out. And that would cause Jeannie not able to be the team governor. So they're saying that she would have to either buy out the other siblings, or it's going to be a court battle that could take years to hash out, because the trust in a state world, as they say, does not move fast. If the trust dispute went to litigation, it could take years. If it went to trial and there was testimony, that's a year at that. That's 2 years. It could drag on. If there's arbitration in the trust document, that could make it faster. But the timeline makes it crucial, because right now Jeannie has to obtain a preliminary injunction to pause the sale. That's why, being able to stop the sale and not just suing after the fact is so important. And these cases can take years. And most sports teams are owned by families, and family trusts are not uncommon. And conflicts are nothing new. So a lot of people have been asking, I don't know if I explained this well enough, but what your thoughts are on if Jeannie Buss will be able to remain the team governor, if she will be able to stop the sale of, not necessarily the team, of her siblings selling their assets, or their shares of the team, or she would have to buy them out completely to keep over 15%. They have 17.8% stake in ownership.
Well,
So
there's a lot of
I know, and I apologize. I'm not giving you.
No, let me submit to you this right here. If this is truly a trust,
Yes,
then the trustees can't sell.
that's what I thought based on the 2017 amendment. Yeah.
No, the trust is the owner. They have access, but they can't sell it.
Right. Because it would take the majority vote to do so, correct?
So if this was sold, that negates the trust.
Right. And the trust.
Why? How's she going to sell this thing, and then to the person that owns it, she's still going to have 18% and be the team captain? It ain't happening. No.
Yeah. And
it's not happening. Once you sell the team, once the team is sold, this guy, he's going to bring in his own crew to manage this team and all that. You're done.
And
you're done. You don't sell a team and then you get. Yeah, look at any situation. You don't go and buy a house and then you want to keep the pre-owners' pets. Yeah, I'll take care of you.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah, I'll take care of your Rottweiler for you. It ain't happening. No,
yeah.
So there's a lot of this is all jumbled up, man. This sounds like a big mess.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I feel bad because the father bought the team in the 70s and he worked his tail off and he bought it for nothing, made a fortune. The sale just went through for $12 billion.
There is no trust there, brother. If there was a trust, they could not sell.
Well, no, I didn't explain it properly. The trust is involving the share of the bus owners' kids, the 17.8%, and it's saying that they cannot sell those shares without doing what's in the best interest of Jeannie Buss. And Jeannie Buss was agreed upon that she could run the team for 5 years by ownership. They said they would allow her to do that. Now, whether that can happen or not, I don't know. But the issue is the siblings selling the shares. and they're going to go to court over this because Jeannie does not want to sell the shares, and they're saying that she either is going to have to buy them out or they're going to have to cash out. So that's what people
see. They can't sell the shares. They have access to the benefits of the share, but they
Right.
can't sell. The trust owns them. They
exactly,
don't own them.
exactly,
They
and
just
the,
have access.
and the trust abides by what Jerry Buss said. But I'm just asking, like, I mean, isn't that kind of a shame that this guy, you know, it was his legacy and he passed it down to his children, and it caused a war because he put one person in charge.
This happens all the time, man.
But
The devil's in
it's
the
family,
details.
though. I mean, don't.
Devil's in the details. That's where they come out. It's family. Man, I was just at a funeral last week, and the one brother took out a policy on another brother. Okay, the brother that he took the policy out on was sickly. Okay, I mean he has some physical ailments plus some mental ailments, and he took out a policy. I sold him the policy, of course. About 2.5 years ago, I sold him this policy. Okay, and it was designed to take care of the final expenses and all that.
Right.
And then he's got this other brother that is just letting life just do him in. You know, I've told you many times that life will not lift you up. Life will beat you down if you let it.
Well, you don't. Yeah, you know. As I said, I said this Saturday. You don't have to do anything to be stupid. I said that.
Yeah,
I couldn't help it.
So okay. So the one brother that has not paid any premium or anything like that, he's thinking that the other brother needs to give him some money for the policy on the brother that passed.
Oh, so he's expecting a little, payout because
But he got nothing coming.
no.
Why would he? He didn't pay no premium.
Why? Yeah. Why would he?
Yeah.
He expected his other brher to give him, hey, here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
Big old blah, blah, blah.
So, but I mean, this was family. This was left for the family to run.
I've seen so many ugly situations involving family, man, and death and assets and all this kind of stuff. This is why I explain to people exactly how to structure things so that this won't occur. All right. But you can't please everybody.
Right.
Right? Some people are just gonna be, I mean, there are some people, man, that just get scandalous with it, man. And they scandalous. It's just wild.
No, I agree. I agree.
Go through and take everything and not explain that they took all the money and sold the house and all this kind of stuff and left the brother out in the streets and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it's just crazy.
But I mean, the father left equal shares to all the siblings. But the thing that pissed everyone off was he put the daughter in control. And that's what caused all the problems. And that's what, I mean, someone's got to run the team.
That's not what caused the problem. What caused the problem is the disagreement.
That's true. Right.
The very self-centeredness of all these individuals when what they should do is they should all come together
exactly
and do what's best for the group.
Exactly. And
that's what I thought. Me. You know,
that's what I thought too. And I'm like, that's
what needs to happen. They need to come together. They need to have one of them come to Jesus
meetings. Yeah. I mean, because like this is your father's legacy. Like,
yeah. And we're all in it.
Yeah.
I
agree.
We're in this thing together. We can do so much more together.
If we work together. Yeah. You're right.
Let's grow this thing some more.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Let's just keep expanding, as opposed to la. I want mine, man. I want me a blue Lamborghini. You know.
It is. And the other situation, which we'll talk about if you get a chance to look into next time, a lot of people had asked about Rupert Murdoch and the situation. I don't know if you're familiar with the succession situation he went through. There was a documentary on Netflix, which I watched, and I thought of you as well. He has a living trust, and it caused a lot of
Well,
problems.
he can't have a living trust if he's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. He had a will or something. He had something that was contested in court about running the company. Who would run the company after he passed?
Right. But see, the thing
And
about
he
that is,
tried to get it changed.
he's got leadership is not delegated. Okay, you cannot delegate leadership, brother.
No, you
No,
really
leadership is taken.
yeah, yes, it is. It is.
It's not delegated. You can't delegate leadership. You can
It is.
delegate. You can delegate management, but you cannot
Right.
delegate leadership. Like you heard me say many times about the level of deception is unbelievable. Okay, they use terms like management and leadership interchangeably. They're two very different things.
Yeah.
Okay, leadership determines the direction. Management maintains that direction. Okay.
They
You may have
drive
heard
the
me
ship.
say this too, that leadership is like beauty. It's hard to describe, but you know it
It
when you
is.
see it.
It is. I listen. I have always been of the mind that leadership is either in you or it's not. I know
No,
there's some
actually,
aspects that can be learned, but no,
no. Leadership is learned. It is
it
not
can be
something
learned.
you are born with. Leaders are
Oh,
developed.
okay.
Leaders,
Okay.
you might be a born manipulator,
That's true. Okay. I got
okay?
that.
But leadership is taught.
Over time.
In order to lead, you must first follow.
Oh, that is true. Okay.
Mhm.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, it's the example. See, this is the thinking process, man. When you start thinking things, man, things get a lot clearer. Your perspective changes.
Yes, it does. Yes. I
Okay?
agree with that.
A change in perspective changes everything.
I fully agree with that because
Okay.
my perspective has changed in the last year and a half with you. Yeah, I fully agree with that.
No, actually, your perspective hasn't changed. You just realized it was there.
Well, that's true. I definitely realized it was there, but
But see, when you
yeah.
went, if you only looking for the blue things, you ain't gonna see the red thing.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. But I've learned and seen a lot that I was blind to. So I will give you that.
And now you open your eyes and look within, brother.
You got me doing it. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you check out the Murdoch situation, people have asked about it. We'll talk about it more next
The
time.
thing about that is this right here. See, from the outside looking in, all you can do is speculate.
Yeah, that's what. But
That's only-
people
thing.
value your opinion and want
Okay.
to hear your thoughts
Yes,
on it.
we'll get a look at that. And
All right.
But like I
Right.
said, it may be a little bit jaded
Yeah,
because
of course.
if it's not clear, I'm going to point it out. Hey, look, this is not clear. They're going about this all wrong.
Yeah, that's what people want to hear. That's what people want to hear because they
Well,
want the court.
Could you do me a favor?
Yes.
Send me the Rupert Murdoch just as a reminder. Okay.
I will do that. I will do
All
that.
right.
I will do
And
that.
we'll be ready to have some input on that on the next go round. And
That sounds
that-
great.
that last presentation it's about the same length as the other presentation. I don't know why the other one wouldn't. Well, I didn't try to load it up this time, but
Well, that I mean, it seemed it looked like there were some new slides on this one, or maybe I just didn't notice them. But there
we just didn't go all the way through last time.
oh, okay, because there were some. No,
Right.
I mean there were some good things on there that I did not know that make a lot of sense now.
That's why. I mean, the first time you see it, you see this. The second time you see it, man, I didn't see that the first time.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's like you ever watch a movie more than once.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. It's like,
Yes.
oh, I missed that.
Revisit. Yes.
Great show. Thank you for the presentation. Thank you for answering the questions. And I can't say anything more. That was awesome. Rob Hill. It is Rob with 2 B's.
Yes.
At R Hill Enterprises Inc. Message him on all social media platforms: LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. He's everywhere. And you can also go to his website. And as I said, his email, Rob with 2 B's at rhillenterprisesinc.com. Steve Cully, best podcast host in the universe. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them back at life.